Right, the players are coming out, led out by referee Robert Jones here, and it is loud at St Mary's, the club doing their best to drum up the atmosphere. There are 3 changes to snap, and just when they need a break after an encouraging showing at Liverpool, they lose Bednarik to concussion and an injury to Smallbone, who played really well in the Northwest last week. Play on, says the referee. Out Nouri then gets challenged. Good challenge as well to win it back for Southampton, who can come forward here. Little drop of the shoulder and a little dink from the effervescent Fernandez, who's always energetic. He has it on the right wing, plays a ball back for Sugawara. First time cross! And Sulemana maybe should have scored. He certainly could have scored. And maybe the defender has to take some credit because it flashed in front of both of them and neither got a good contact. But Saints showing something here. And certainly trying to get down this right-hand side. Sulemana doing his tricks, and that's got the crowd going. He again moved away from the penalty areas. All the gold shirts flood back. There's a little bit of explosion of excitement. He can do that, Sulemana. Here's a good Chukwu, 30 yards out, driving towards the penalty area. He's almost in it. He backheels it cleverly to Sulemana. There's some good skills on show from these young players so far. He drills it into the box. Might come back for a Rebo, who smashes it over the bar. Really good chance. He's facing the goal. I think possibly he feels Fernandez got in his way. And Joe Rebo and Fernandez were almost on top of each other as it came in from Sulemana, and it stopped anybody getting a clean shot, and it flies over the bar for a goal kick. And it's actually a really good opportunity. Into the middle of the park to Andre, who's battling with João Gomez. The two of them running the show for Wolves in the heart of their engine room. Matt Doherty puts it out on the right wing to Nelson Semedo. Semedo with the early cross, Strand Larsen's free header, and it's 1-0 to Wolves, and nobody was near the big Norwegian. He has his first goal of 2025. It was all way too easy. No pressure on the cross, no pressure on the header. It's Southampton 0, Wolves 1.
Strand Larsen hasn't been involved in anything in the game, but he's in the middle, in the danger area, on his own, gets a good cross in. No one marks him, Adam, and I think it's Bellegarde that ends up putting it in, and it's just too easy, no pressure on the ball, all by himself. Bella Kotchap too far away.
As Wolves player 1-2, then it's chipped over the top for Out Nouri, and Sugawara was slow to get onto him then. Didn't know where the ball was, did he? He was searching for it. That's gone out for a goal kick anyway off Ryan Out Nouri, and it should be an end of the first half and a goal kick for Aaron Ramsdale to bring the first half to a close. So Saints trailing, and that is it, says the referee. No point in taking the goal kick. Over the last 3 months, I've most of the time given some clemency, leniency to Ivan Juric because of the situation he inherited, and because I think he's a decent man. As Strand Larsen gets it, if he scores, that's a problem, and he has. He's put it in low past Ramsdale. Now the boos ring round St Mary's within 2 minutes of the restart. The Norwegian's got his second. Southampton's half-time plan has unravelled already, and Wolves are 2-0 up at St Mary's and winning here again, and Saints are heading towards another defeat in the Premier League. It's Saints 0, Wolves 2.
It's way too easy, Adam. We lose the ball. It's a long ball off the top, but that's headed into midfield, and then it just plays it to Strand Larsen, who's on his own, Adam. He's all by himself, turns, and it's a good shot because he shoots through the legs of Harvard Bellis.
Semedo's pass is poor. Good tackle from Rebo. Sulemana then gets a touch on it. Suddenly Onuachu can square it to Dibbling midway inside the Wolves half, and Dibbling's got Sugawara on his right, shoots, and it's tipped over by Sarr, and that's the best action we've seen from Saints in the game, really. Sugawara drove it, it was going towards the top corner, and Sarr turns it over for a Southampton corner. Maybe there is a bit of life, but they're going to have to convert one soon if there's going to be a chance of getting something from this game.
Has a shot, and that's a good attack, and that's with tempo, that's with a purpose, Adam, and good drive forward, and that's what we want to see more of.
First real effort of the second half from Saints. Manning's got this corner. Onuachu, as you'd expect, cause making a nuisance near the penalty spot, tussling away with Totti as it's whipped in by Manning to the back post, and Onuachu wins the header, and I think it came off the post, and it's come off Sarr, and it's going to be another corner to Southampton. 2 saves from the goalkeeper in quick succession. Onuachu making his presence felt.
Yeah, good corner into the back post. Paul Onuachu is on all by himself, and Sarr has to make a save on the side. I don't think it would have gone in, but that's what you got him on the pitch, Adam, to cause problems.
Now Onuachu making life difficult, and then Sulemana's got it. They've won it back near the Wolves penalty. That's better from Southampton's forwards, and they can't get the shot away. Onuachu makes a challenge, because back to Aribo. Here's Dibbling, edge of the box, onto his left foot, onto his right foot, and then he's put it wide, and it's a corner. It came off the defender, and from winning the ball back inside the Wolves half, Suleiman and Onuachu, they've created a bit of momentum for Saints and half a chance.
All comes from challenging, winning the ball, pressing, working hard at him.
Yeah, well done Onuachu and Suleiman doing it together, the two January signings of that fateful time, as Dibbling heads over from the corner, and it was a free header from 6 yards out, and he looks to the skies, and he just about sums up his afternoon. Another good chance for Saints. That's 4 chances they've created in the last 4 minutes. 70th minute, 2-0 to Wolves. Solent Sport from the BBC, and a lovely ball turned down the left wing, and suddenly the substitutes onto it, and Strand Larsen is waiting on a hat-trick, and this ball caught by Ramsdale as the cross was blocked well by Walker-Peters, and Ramsdale just unloads it to Ugochukwu, puts him under a fair bit of pressure, and he's passed to Archer, has lost it, and Gomez feeds Sarabia, goes back to Gomez on the left, pulls it back, shot comes in, and it goes wide, and that was a real chance for João Gomez to put it beyond Saints, and he didn't, but Ugochukwu gave it away, but not sure Archer really battled to get to the ball for him, didn't do him any favours either. Here's Suleiman, a left-hand corner of the box, tries to dip in onto his right foot, pulls it back to Walker-Peters, who's come central. He thinks about having a shot, he has another think, thinks again, and then gets tackled as he skips across the edge of the penalty area, and now the break's on for the 3. Aribo's trying to foul the player on the run. Sarabia to the right is Strand Larsen, he leaves it for Sarabia. Ramsdale gets a touch, and somehow Saints back it out of play. Harwood Bellis has an offside flag anyway, so Wolves made an absolute Horlicks of that situation. They had a man over again, and they still can't. It's like you know when you do training, Joe, and you play 4-on-3 or 5-on-3. They can't even do that, Wolves.
No.
The training ground. Onuachu turns it out nicely to Dibbling. We'll go for team news at Bournemouth in a moment, but Dibbling's attacking down the right-hand side, cuts it onto his left foot, shoots, hits the post, and the follow-up is put in by Paul Onuachu. He has his 3rd goal of the season, and Southampton are back in the game, and you have to say, on the balance of play, after the chances they created in the last 10 minutes or so, they deserve something from the game, and at least we now have a game on. Saints 1, Wolves 2. We're into the final 20 minutes. And here's Gonzalo Guedes. He plays a first-time ball. I thought it was him. He should have kept it. And if Saints score from this, Vitor Pereira would be furious. Manning looks up, drills a long pass. Not sure Jack Stevens is a man who's going to chase that. And Sarr can take it back into his penalty area and pick it up, and falls down like... Jack Stevens will have a word. As long as he doesn't pull his hair, we'll be all right. Man City 2, Brighton 2. And Forest have won 4-2. Saints are on the verge of creating another bad bit of history, a horrible history, you might say. Clearance from the goalkeeper. That is it. Boos ring round St Mary's again.